All right, let's talk about the job search. We are going to completely change how you think about it, turning it from something that feels chaotic and frustrating into a structured, manageable project. Let's dive in.
Does this look familiar? You're sending out resume after resume, filling out application after application, and all you hear is crickets. It feels like you're just shouting into the void, right? It's random, it's out of your control, and so many of us have been there. But trust me, there is a much, much better way.
So this slide really shows the big shift in thinking we're talking about. On the left, you've got the old way. It's pure chaos. It's all stress, all luck. You're just reacting to whatever comes your way. But then look at the right side, the project way. We're talking structure, data, control. You're being proactive. It's the difference between being a passenger on a bumpy ride and getting in the pilot's seat of your own career. So, where do you even start? Well, think about it. For any serious project, you'd start with a blueprint, right? For us, that blueprint is something called a project charter. This is going to be the absolute foundation, the document that spells out exactly what we're trying to do here. And this is where we get super specific. You're not just looking for a job anymore. No way. You have a crystal clear project goal, like securing a new technical role. You lay out your business case. That's the why behind all this. And you define what success actually looks like right from day one. This isn't some vague wish list, It's a full-on statement of intent.
One of the most powerful things you can do is give yourself a deadline. Instead of this endless, open-ended search, we're drawing a line in the sand. We're saying, this project has 6 months. And bam! Instantly you've got urgency, you've got focus, and you have a real finish line to sprint towards. And let's get real about those objectives. We're not talking about, I'd like to make a little more money. Nope. We're talking, I will achieve a minimum 40% salary hike. See the difference there? It's specific, it's ambitious, and suddenly, every single thing you do in this project is aimed squarely at hitting that target.
Okay, so a great plan is, it's just a piece of paper without action, right? So now it's time to move to the game plan. This is how we turn that charter into actual, concrete steps. We're breaking down the how. Look, I get it. A 6-month project can feel like a mountain to climb. So, what do? We break it down with milestones. Check this out. By week 2, your profiles are totally optimized. By the end of month 1, you've sent 80 applications. Month 3, you're actually doing interviews. Each of these checkpoints is like a little win, a mini victory that keeps you fired up and proves that, hey, you're actually on the right track. In the project management world, they call this a work breakdown structure. Basically, we're taking this huge, scary goal of get a new job and chopping it up into these totally manageable chunks. You're not trying to do everything all at once. This week, maybe your entire focus is just on getting your resume and profiles perfect. Next week, it's all about your search strategy. It's organized, it's logical, and it stops you from feeling completely overwhelmed.
All right, now we get to my favorite part. How do you actually know if any of this is working? Here's the secret. We stop guessing. We stop going by how we feel, and we start looking at the cold, hard data. It's time to build a dashboard for your job search. And to build that dashboard, we use something called KPIs, or Key Performance Indicators. Don't let the name scare you. A KPI is just a number. It's a number that tells you, plain and simple, if you're winning or losing. Think of it like a vital sign for your project, showing you the health of your job search in real time.
So what are these vital signs? Here are the ones that really matter. First, application rate. Are you consistently hitting your target of, say, 20 applications a week? Next, response rate. Are you getting a call back on more than 5% of them? And then there's interview conversion. Are those first calls actually turning into second interviews? If something's broken, trust me, these numbers will tell you exactly where the problem is.
And this chart right here shows you the real power of using KPIs. Just imagine your target response rate is 5%, but after a month, you look at your dashboard and you're only hitting 2%. What is that data screaming at you? It's screaming, stop. Stop what you're doing and fix your resume. Without that number, you could waste months sending out a resume that's just not working. This is how you make smart, strategic changes instead of just guessing.
Okay, so let's fast forward. You've been executing the plan, your KPIs are looking good, and the interviews are rolling in. Awesome! But hold on, the project is not over yet. Now we have to shift into that final critical phase, closing the deal and getting across the finish line.
A real professional project doesn't just stop. It has a formal closure process. And notice what's on this checklist. getting the offer is not the final step. You still have to execute your negotiation script, you have to validate that offer, and do your homework on the company, and then, this is key, you conduct a final project review.
Seriously, this last step is so often skipped, but it is pure gold. You sit down and have a lessons learned meeting with yourself. You document what worked brilliantly and what really didn't. All that knowledge becomes your personal playbook for the future, making you even sharper the next time you have to manage this project, whether that's in 5 years or 10.
And that's really what this is all about, isn't it? It's the core idea. We use these powerful project management principles for building bridges and launching software, but for some reason we completely neglect to apply them to the single most important project any of us will ever manage, our own career.
So, what's the big takeaway here? It's a complete shift in your mindset. You're not just some passive job seeker anymore, hoping that someone gives you a chance. No, you are the project manager. You are the sponsor. You're the key stakeholder. You are the CEO of You Incorporated. The moment you start treating your career with the same seriousness, the same structure, and the same data-driven approach as a professional project, absolutely everything changes. You go from feeling lost in the chaos to being in total control. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What's the very first task on your project plan?